Park, Connor, and a big statement win for Arsenal?
I think it's definitely so. To go to Selhurst Park and put 5 past Palace is quite the statement. But, Frank, is it fair to say it wasn't quite a 5-1 game?
No, of course not. I mean, Arsenal had 6 shots on target and they scored 5 times. And as we've seen, Raya made like 3 very good saves, and especially at the beginning of the second half. And yeah, it wasn't that easy. They were very efficient, very realistic, let's say, but they did the job, and they, I think, deserve to win for sure. But it's funny that I want to say something about Jesus. That's unbelievable. Gabriel Jesus scored 2 goals when he's not. No, not Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, Ali. But he scored 2 goals when he's not in a position of a striker. And he missed the 2 goals was in the position of the striker. When he hit the header, when Havertz scores, he missed it. He missed it because he hit the post. And the second one, he missed it as well. And that's crazy because he doesn't answer to the question. They still don't have a striker for me. They're still looking for a striker.
He's got 5 goals. Come on, man.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they Rice scored a goal.
Well, why do you need a striker if you can score 5 in this environment then?
Well, because it showed that that's what they were missing so far, and we say that for I think like 6 or 7 months that Arsenal needs a striker. And I'm sorry, Jesus, when he scored his 2 goals, he was first on the left side, and second he was in a 18-yard box line. And I think Ali, as a striker, can agree with me that Ali never been there when he scored goals.
I don't know why you.
So I think short term the conversation about who's playing up front, short term, and I agree. There's none of Havertz or Gabriel Jesus you would call them prolific, like a 6-yard box, penalty box striker. But he has, to be fair, got 5 goals in the last 2 games, Gabriel Jesus, you know. All against Crystal Palace, I'll give it to you. And the Cup, and then these 2 important goals today to get them off to a good start. So I think short term, that conversation is probably over until he has a barren spell, and then Havertz will be back up there. But it is a position, and there's been some reports in England this week that Arsenal are going to try and go quite big in the summer for a number 9. Whether they'll be champions by that point or not, I don't know. So clearly they see it as a position that is needing to be upgraded.
Stating the obvious, Saka a big loss if he's out long term or even short term during this busy Christmas period.
Absolutely. And when you think about players that you may question in terms of their position on the field, and Arsenal, yeah, you may question Gabriel Jesus, you may question Kai Havertz, you're not questioning Bukayo Saka. He is really the number 1 player on that list. He is the guy that is going to start every single game, and it apparently is not happening. Because let me just say, and we're not speculating in terms of the length of this injury, but to Craig's point, usually a hamstring is, if it's just a strain, it doesn't look like that. So there are degrees to a hamstring injury. This seems to be the worst sort of kind instead of the 2-3 week sort of period.
They're going so precautious with this, aren't they? Literally saying, listen, do not. I mean, I've never seen anybody with a hamstring injury on crutches, ever. And you don't want to see anybody in crutches, but clearly the Arsenal doctors are saying, you know, we don't want to aggravate this anymore at all, even by walking or putting pressure on it. So, you know, there's a couple of players on this Arsenal side. You might talk about the centre-halves, trying to replace them, but they've got some other defenders. The 2 players, really, Odegaard and Saka, when they're out the side, trying to replace them to doing what they do is nigh on impossible. But looking at that is not, even to the naked eye, that's not a quick fix.